Shocking, sad news. Loudly crying, face the heartbreaking truth behind Justin Bieber's silent suffering. Loudly crying, face the world is crying. If you look at the numbers, Justin Bieber is the prince of pop. He is the boy who turned YouTube into an empire. But if you look at the eyes, you see a prisoner. We watched him grow up. We laughed when he stumbled. We cheered when he sang. But while the world was obsessed with the celebrity, we missed the human tragedy unfolding in plain sight. What happens when a child is handed the world, only to realize it's heavy enough to crush him? This isn't a story about fame. This is a story about survival. And to understand how he survived the fall, we have to go back to the bottom. Long before the private jets and the diamond chains, Justin Bieber was just a statistic. Born to a teenager in low-income housing in Stratford, Ontario, his early life was defined by one word: scarcity. According to his own memoirs, the house was often infested with mice. There was no bed, just a pull-out couch that he shared with his mother. They lived meal to meal, relying on the charity of local food banks. He didn't pick up a guitar to be cool. He picked it up to eat. At 12 years old, while other kids were playing video games, Justin was sitting on the freezing concrete steps of the Avon Theatre. He wasn't performing. He was working. Every coin tossed into that open guitar case wasn't just pocket money. It was survival. This was the fire that forged him. But it was also the start of a lifelong burden. The feeling that he had to perform to be worth something. History likes to remember his rise as overnight. It was anything but. When he first arrived in Atlanta, the industry giants didn't want him. He was too young. He had no Disney machine behind him. He was just a kid from nowhere. So he fought. He sang until his voice cracked, uploading grainy videos into the void of the early internet, hoping someone, anyone, would listen. It was a grind that would break most adults, let alone a 13-year-old. When the door finally opened, he walked through it, and left his childhood behind forever. He became the breadwinner for his entire family before he could even drive a car. The poverty was gone, but a new kind of starvation was beginning. The starvation for normalcy. By 2013, the dream had curdled into a nightmare. The world decided it was entertaining to watch him spiral. Late-night hosts made jokes. The media called him a brat. But behind the closed doors of his mansion, a terrifying reality was playing out. In his documentary seasons, Justin revealed the chilling truth of his dark years. He wasn't just partying. He was numbing pain. It got so bad that his security team had a routine. Every night, they would sneak into his room and check his pulse. Not to see if he was safe, but to make sure he was still alive. He was the most famous person on earth, surrounded by millions, yet completely alone. He was screaming for help, but the world was too busy counting the money he generated to listen. When he finally tried to clean up his life, his body began to fail him. 4 months, the media mocked his appearance, calling him a meth head. In reality, he was fighting undiagnosed Lyme disease, a silent killer that drains your energy and fogs your brain. And then, the silence. Ramsay Hunt syndrome. The virus attacked the nerve in his ear, paralyzing half his face. The voice that had charmed billions was silenced. He had to cancel his world tour, a decision that reportedly cost millions. But for the first time in his life, Justin Bieber chose himself over the show. He chose to survive. So why do we still care? Why, after all the scandals and the noise, is he still here? Because he fell, and he let us watch him bleed. And then, he got back up. He showed us that you can be broken and still be worthy of love. Commercially, he is a titan. He recently sold the rights to his music catalog for a reported $200 million, securing his family's future for generations. But his definition of success has changed. He is no longer the kid on the steps of the Avon Theatre hungry for a meal. He is a father, holding his son, Jack Blues Bieber. He is building the stable, loving home he never had. He is breaking the cycle. Justin Bieber's story isn't about music. It's a warning about the price of fame, and a testament to the power of resilience. He fought poverty. He fought the industry. He fought the world. And hardest of all, he fought himself. And looking at him now, I think it's safe to say, he won.